Hey y'all, good morning. I had an exciting weekend and it is all thanks to you guys. On Saturday, as a response to the homemade skateboard wheel video, the channel crossed 1,000 subscribers, which is kind of a huge deal. Small milestone on the scale of YouTube channels in general, but for me, for a small channel, it's a big number. So I just wanted to put a quick video together to say thank you. The subscriptions and the support on the channel has been wonderful. It really feels good to know that there's interest in the things that I'm doing and putting out there. I'd be doing them anyway, but seeing that people are engaging with it and seeing that more people are kind of finding the channel and interested in what I'm doing means that I'm probably doing a good thing by recording it and sharing it. So that's just exciting. And it's a really good sign for me that I'm going in the right direction and that I should keep doing this. So seriously, thank you. It's really good for the health of the channel, and Good Roads is kind of a small business, but it also makes me feel happy. So cheers. I gotta say, the response to the wheel video has been awesome. That level of engagement is what I want to cultivate and look for in the board building community, hobbyist community. It's been so cool over my journey with this channel so far to learn about other shapers, other people who are making boards, people who are exploring alternate technologies, people who are exploring making other parts. As I get away from pressing decks, which has been commonly available at a hobbyist level for a long time, and get more into some stranger parts, I'm getting all of these really interesting people, and I mean that in the best way, coming out of the woodwork to pitch in and to share the experimentation that they've done. So getting people to tell me like, oh, there's some people out there making wheels this way, you should talk to them. Having people reach out to me and being like, I'm an engineer. What do you need to know about physical properties? I'm a chemical scientist. What do you need to know about chemistry? Like, within an hour of releasing that video, I got both of my questions about urethane answered, and I've got a new supplier that I want to check out. So just like starting to build up this community, starting to, break down those barriers of communication and break down the barriers into what we're capable of making at home. That's rad. I mean, what else is there to say about it? That's super exciting. It's what I want to accomplish with this channel, but it's mostly the world that I want to be in as a hobbyist community in board building and even like small business board building. So where do we go from here? Well, at first I want to say thank you to all the different kind of cohorts of people who've come across the channel. If you're new, welcome. Really glad you've joined us. You picked it up at a really cool project and an experiment that I'm excited about continuing and seeing where it goes. Like I said, a bunch of the feedback on the wheel video is super exciting, and I am continuing to work on it. We're gonna be moving forward with that. If you're here because of the bushings and urethane casting, earlier versions of that before I got to the wheel mold, I'm working on that too. We're gonna be doing more of that in the future. If you came to the channel looking to learn how to make decks and you really like seeing me press and shape decks and you wanna see more of that, there's more of that on the way, that's coming too. If you're here for 3D printing, that's just kind of integrated into my workflow at this point. I will probably only be doing 3D printing projects in a way that relates to the rest of board building, like the wheel molds. But that's because I think that's probably the best use case for a 3D printer, at least for me. It's just another tool in my arsenal. So if you're interested in seeing 3D printed utilized that way, then stick around, you're gonna see a lot more of it. If you found the channel through mountain boarding and trail building, there's gonna be more of that. I've been working on the trails on an ongoing basis. I'm still working on that one jump feature that I really want to be able to ride and show off for you guys. I've been having a lot of trouble getting the dirt to compact, so I've been working around that. But as we're heading into autumn, that is my absolute favorite time to mountain board. It just makes me feel happy in my soul to be out in the woods on a board in the fall with all the leaves changing and the cold, crisp air. So I'm hoping for me, it might not be perfectly in line with like the best way the channel could go, but I'm hoping for me that I'll be able to do a lot of mountain boarding content over the next couple months. And to anyone who found the channel through my powder surfer and snowboard build videos, first of all, thank you for being patient. I know it's been a while. In the background, I have tried to continue that build actually a couple times, but that homemade drum sander that I made failed kind of catastrophically. Shouldn't have been surprising, but you know, there it is. So on the one hand, I hit some roadblocks, and on the other hand, it was getting later in the spring, and even if I finished the board, I wasn't gonna have anywhere to ride it, which kind of bummed me out. So I made the decision earlier in the year to pause and wait till we got colder weather and got some snow to finish that build so that as soon as it's done, I can go test it, because I mean, that's the whole point, right? That way, not only can I show you guys how I made the thing, but I can show you how it works, whether or not it survives or fails pretty much right off the bat. So I'll be picking that back up. Also coming up very soon. There's a lot of work still to be done there, and I do want it done for the majority of the season, so I've got to get cracking. And on top of that, I've got some other projects cooking too. I've got probably too many projects going right now. So I've got content forever. It's just a matter of getting it done and getting it out to you guys in a timely manner. But yeah, coming up, we're gonna be doing wheel making, bushing making, deck making for skateboards, hopefully some outboard projects, definitely some digging and trail building, maybe some builds. I would love to squeeze a build in this year. We'll see. The schedule might be a little bit tight. And then we're back on the snow. We're gonna pick that project back up. The snowboard building and powder board building community were some of my strongest and earliest supporters. I really appreciate you guys. I really appreciate that community. So if you're still here, thanks for sticking around. I'm getting back to it, I promise. What more is there to say? 1,000 subscribers. Thank you guys so much. Let's keep going. Let's do this. I'll see you on Friday for a new project video. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.